Got him. Yep. Good morning, y'all. Fishing with Brock here. Thank you for tuning in for another video. So today we're throwing a trench hog with a 1/4 ounce bullet weight up in the front with a 2-aught hook. Just with a nice Daiwa reel and a combat stick for a rod. So, see what we can get today. Yeah, let's keep going. So one thing I like to do with this bait, since it's a bigger bait profile, is throw a lighter weight at these ponds so it has a natural, slower fall to it. I've noticed that helps me get some bites. Instead of feels a heavier weight like a 3/8 or 1/4 ounce bullet weight, it'll just pull it down to the bottom really fast. Oh, missed that one. But that's one thing I've noticed that helps me get some bites. We're gonna try something here. There we go. That should work out good. Little trench hog action, black and blue flake. You always gotta pre-measure your baits beforehand. Always have to. So they look natural and straight and not funky looking. And don't forget to tear off all your little arms. It's one thing you don't want to forget with throwing these Guggen baits. They're not always disconnected, so. How do I happen to get hung up? Trim us some new line. We'll trim that later. So, click your line, make a loop, pinch it, grab your tag end of your braid, turn it through the hole, pinch it right there. You're gonna wrap it 7 times. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we're gonna pinch it right there and keep holding it right here. Now we're gonna do it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're going to run it back in the same way we first ran that line through the hole. So both lines are coming in and out of the same direction. Now we want to get it wet again. Just soak it in your mouth for a second. And then pull. When you go to pull the small end and the long end. Same with your fluoro when you're tying this knot. And then once it's set like that, it wants to focus. There we go. Then you can go down to your single lines and give it a little tug to ensure nothing's going to slip. Now that that's done, we can trim up this end. I like to give it about 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch, just in case if stuff started to slide when you had a big fish on. Same with this braided side. I don't like to put it right up on the knot, so if anything were to happen, you're not losing your fish over it. And then in your fluoro, you want to give yourself about, we'll say 4 feet. Pinch it, lock it in, just like that, and cut it. So from there on, that is an Alberto knot. Yeah, let's go with this midnight black right here. It's black and blue. It'll help show up in this black shadows and this blue water. So that'll have a nice appearance to it, I believe. So with this, we're going to do a drop shot rig. First things first, grab your fluoro in the eye of your hook with the pointy side. You want to run it in that direction. Give yourself about 1 foot right here, and then run it back through. And then pull it. Okay. And this is what's going to help determine how much leader you have between your hook and your weight. So pinch your lines together, fold them over, loop them, grab that loop and basically twist it around your set of lines, pull it, and then roll your hook through that loop. Pull it tight. Don't forget to wet your knot before you cinch up on it. One thing I like to do, so on these lines, on small eyelet hooks, they like to get caught up on this, on the neck of the eyelet. I like to pinch it off with my fingernail and then pull it tight, so I have a straight, perfect knot right here. And then if you pull your line, notice how my hook's upside down. If you grab this end right here and run it back through the eyelet, it'll pull that knot to the eyelet of your hook. So now, instead of having an exposed knot, it will now pull it inside your eyelet. And then also, on top of that, you can direct your hook placement on your line. So now that I'm gonna add a hook down here, see how that hook is facing upwards now instead of down? You can play around with this a little bit and get it exactly how you want it. And today I'll be throwing a 1/4 ounce or sorry, this is a 3/8 ounce drop shot weight. Just a line slide cinch right here. That's all it is. Nothing fancy to it. Just pull it down on it and it'll cinch itself. Pull one of these out. Okay, when it comes to hooking these drop shot worms from Robo, they have such a rounded nose that you don't want to be hooking it too far. Just want to basically push enough of the hook in where you don't see the barb of your hook, and then pull it through. And that's because they don't give you that much room up here on these rebarb hooks to hold your bait up so it doesn't slide back down. You want to pull it past that rebarb right there and then push it back down on it so it covers up the eyelet of that hook with your knot. And then you want to measure it out to make it look nice and natural. And that's it. That's it to this drop shot rig. Got him. Yep. Trying to pull him in. Go. Let's get in here and grab him. Oh, there's another bass swimming with him. It's another one, good size. About the same size actually. So. Not bad, you guys. Not bad. Let's clean off his gills a little bit. I already got my hands wet from grabbing them, so gotta keep him nice and healthy. It's a really good looking healthy bass already, so let's release him. Thanks for tuning in with Fishing with Brock.